Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Felicia. I'm going to show you how to cook ERU. ERU is a Cameroon dish, a really popular dish in my country, and everyone loved it, but everyone also cook it in their ways. This is my version. Here I'm going to show you all the ingredients I'm going to use for this ERU. Today here is what I have. This is ERU. Some people call it cock, I think, yes, but I call it ERU. This is the main ingredient, the main vegetable for this dish, okay? And then I have some spinach here. It was frozen, then I unfroze it, and then I pressed out some water. Yes, this is usually we use something called water leaf, but this spinach is just like water leaf. That's what I'm gonna use. And here I have some turkey smoked wings and turkey necks. And here I have some beef and beef skin. And here I have some, we call it trip in French, but I think cow gut, that's what we call cow gut, okay? In French it's trip. Now we have this, we call it mokanjo, but in fact it's some fish that's smoked. Yes, in French it's called moru, but randomly people call it mokanjo, okay? I have this 2 pieces of it, and then I have this, some dry mbunga fish, and I have some dry crayfish, and then I have this big dry crayfish. I like it so much, but and then we have I have a lot of pepper, because this dish is best with a lot of pepper, okay? And now I have this is ginger and garlic and 1 big onion. In my other video I show you how to make your life easy with these ingredients, so please watch that video so that you can see how this is made. I took this from the fridge. I'm going to use either 1 like this or 2. I took 2 to see how much I'm going to use, but usually I use 2. Sometimes I don't want too much spices and I use 2, okay? So sometimes I don't want too much spice, sometimes I want, but today I might use the whole 2 bags or I might use 1, okay? Now what I'm about to tell you is that this meat, you see, and the gut, the cow gut is a lot. I did that on purpose. I'm gonna boil all this and I'm gonna divide it into 2 and put half of it in this plastic bowl like this and put it in the freezer in case I want to cook ERU next time. I don't need to go buy any meat. I will just pick up seasonings and then buy some ERU itself and some spinach, and then I'm good to go. No more meat the second time. I will have all the meat I need. Maybe at that time I'm gonna need this and this. What I want to tell you is that this meat I'm gonna divide it into 2. And also, especially if you want to cook ERU, don't look at all these things I put in. You just need to have something smoked and this beef skin and some beef meat and anything smoked. Either you have this turkey wing smoked or this smoked and some dry fish and some crayfish, and you're good to go. But don't forget, you need ginger and garlic. And this is if you have the money to buy it or you want it. Some people doesn't even like the taste, so you don't have to put it. You just use what you have. Remember, the main ingredient that you need is the ERU, the spinach, beef skin, beef meat, and anything smoked, some dry fish, crayfish, and ginger, garlic, and an onion, and this hot pepper, and you're good to go. I also put here some Maggi cubes. It gives this food a really good taste. So guys, I'm going to start by cooking my meat right now. Okay guys, I put all my meat in the pot and I blended all my seasoning, the garlic, onion, ginger, and the mixture of the leaves that I show you in the other video, and I'm asking you to watch it so that you know what to get and how to do it. So I blended everything: ginger, garlic, habanero pepper, onions, and those green leaves that I kept saying this, but please watch that video. I know you will like it. You watch that video. Is the name is how to make your life easier. Watch it and then you will know what I use in this meal. This is my the way I cook arrows, guys. I already put all my blended ingredients in this pot and added 2 tablespoons of salt. I'm gonna cover it and wait for it to cook. And I'm pretty sure some meat's gonna cook before others. So I'm gonna take meat according to the cooking timing. Like I'm gonna taste every meat and see which one is cooked, and I will be taking it out until I'm pretty sure the beef skin gonna be the last, but it's gonna cook. Thank you guys. And also don't forget, I put this much water because I know by the time all the meat is cooked, the water gonna be all gone, and I don't want the water to go completely, but I want to leave just a little bit to be able to cook to put all my veggies in it, like arrow and the spinach. But remember, I told you this meat I'm gonna divide it into 2 and keep the rest and the how you call it, and keep the rest and the stock. Yes, I'm gonna keep a part of it with the stock for the next cooking, for the next time I decide to cook arrow, so I won't be going to the market to find some meat. So that's my way of making my life easy. So bear with me. We're gonna close our pot and wait for it to cook. I also add my mukanjo, which is called moru in French. Yes, I also add it and I'm wait for it to cook. Yeah. Okay guys, now that our meat is cooked and taken out, I have the stock right here. I'm going to add the arrow first. Some people add the water leaf first, but I don't get it because this is the most difficult vegetable, the arrow, to cook. So I add my arrow first and let it boil a little bit, just a little bit, and then add my water leaf in it, which is spinach. See, the stock seems a lot, but once I put the arrow, it swallowed the whole thing. I kept a part of stock here. Remember, I told you I'm gonna keep this in the fridge for the next cooking, but I think I'm gonna need some of this stock in my arrow. Let it boil just for a second. Then I'm gonna add my other ingredients. Okay guys, now that our water leaf boiled a little bit, I'm going to add all my dry ingredients in it. I know many people cook this different ways. This is my version, and trust me, this is the best, because anytime I take it to a party or somewhere, even though other women bring their own food, their own arrow, before I know it, family later, mine is all gone. It tastes good. Some people say you can't put spices in it. It's written nowhere. You have to make your food taste good, and this is the best version of this. You see, there's not much water because after it's like a dry vegetable. You can make it too soggy. And the oil that I'm gonna put, I forgot to tell you, this one of the main ingredients of this dish, palm oil. After you put the oil, it's gonna soften it. And you see, I like leaving this to cook for a minute. Remember, I blend my seasoning with some pepper, but I left a part of it so I can just throw it in here for the people that want more heat in the food, more pepper in their food. So I'm gonna throw it in there. I threw it in there, and now I'm going to start adding. I'm going to add my Maggi cube now. For the ERU itself, it was dry ERU, guys. Dry ERU. I bought it in African market, and then I soak it for like an hour, and then I shift it to take out the sun. You have to shift it and let the sun go under the bowl so that you won't have sand in your vegetable. Once you start eating it, or when you eating, you don't want to feed those pieces of sand or stones. Always soak this water leaf, dry ones. Always soak, even if those are fresh ones. Wash them thoroughly and let the sun go under, and take your water leaf up and trash the water with the sand. Be careful, because sometimes this thing carry a lot of sand in it. After a minute, I'm adding my water leaf now. Was frozen, I unfroze it and take out some water, because really we don't want a lot of water in this ERU. Try my version, guys. I know many people cook differently. This version is the best. You're gonna like it more than ever. You see how it looks? Water leaf and ERU. Let me taste it. The salt is perfect, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit, just a little bit of salt. After we put the oil, it's gonna take away the taste of the salt. I like it this way, guys. Not too much water leaf, but enough to soften the ERU. But you have to make sure you have more water leaf than ERU. But the real water leaf or the real spinach, the fresh one, which is not frozen, have a lot of water. So you have to be careful and try to balance the water from the water leaf and the stock that you left from the meat. Now I'm about to add, but I'm gonna add my meat at the last, because I cooked it really well. I don't want it to be too cooked anymore. So you can add the meat at any time you want. I'm gonna add it at the last minute. Some people heat up their oil before they put it, but I don't. And this dish requires a lot of oil too. A lot. Our talis is almost ready. I told you the oil gonna saute it, but once you put the oil in it, it makes it less dry. This is the best ERU you will ever cook. If you follow this recipe, trust me, you're gonna like ERU better. See how beautiful this look? This is a Cameroon dish, but all Africans can make it, can eat it. Americans eat it too. I have friends, American friends, that asking for this. Once they taste it one time, man, they like it. All Africans like it. I have a Zimbabwe lady, that's a little story I'm about to tell you. I used to cook this and give it to her, like send a part of it to her. But one day we went to the party, she saw something exactly like this, and she asked me, is this the arrow you used to give me? I said, yeah, this is the same thing. So she was happy, and she took a big plate of it. Once she sat down eating that arrow, like to eat that, once she sat down to eat that arrow, she tasted it and she spit it out. Said, but what is this, Felicia? It's not the same thing that you used to give me. I said, that's arrow, but people cook it differently. So you have to know what ingredients you put in it. Some people don't put anything. They say it's like that, just pepper and Maggi and whatever. But trust me, you want to make your food tasty. And for that, you have to put some spice in it. And I learned that in a long time ago. When I had that restaurant in Gabon, I learned how to manage and to mix my spice to make my food look good. And nobody ever been disappointed eating what I cook. So please follow this recipe. Don't hear what people say, oh, you can put spice in it, you can do this, you can do that. This is good. It tastes good and wonderful. Now I'm gonna add my meat in it. You can see, ooh, this kanda, we call it kanda, beef skin, turkey, kanda, everything. This is a dish. This is the food you're gonna be eating, trust me, and you won't even be thinking of what's going on in your life. This food gonna make you happy. This is gonna make you happy. Oh, this is wonderful. It's good, tastes good, look good, everything. This is what you call arrow. It has everything you can think of. It has beef skin, turkey wing smoked. It has turkey neck smoked. It has crayfish. It has dry big crayfish too. I don't know how you call it. All that is crayfish, girl. It has everything that you can think. And then it tastes good. Spicy and really tasty. Look how beautiful this look. It has beef, cow gut, everything. Cow meat inside here. Now I'm gonna lower down the heat for it not to burn under. Then I'm gonna let it cook for a minute because the spinach was already pre-cooked before it's frozen, and the water leaf doesn't need to be too cooked. It's cooked already because it's not cooked, but we need that. We need it to be hard. We don't need it to be too soft. So we're gonna just cook it a minute to get all the ingredients blend together. Okay? So I'm gonna just leave it like this and cover it in medium heat and wait for it to boil and take it out. It doesn't need to be in the fire for a long time. Okay guys, while I'm waiting for my arrow to boil and take so I can take it out, I mixed up my fufu. I'm gonna use yam fufu. Today we're gonna eat it with yam fufu. So I mix it until I obtain this consistency like this. Not too soft, not too hard, just like this. I don't know if you can see it. You see, like this. And I'm gonna put it in the microwave for 15 minutes. But when I get to 8 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna take it out, mix it, and put it back for the rest of the minutes. And I believe after 15 minutes, everything gonna be done. Now I'm gonna put my fufu in the microwave. Now that our arrow boil, I have to turn it. I think it's almost done. 5 more minutes and then it's cooked. In low heat. Just make you want to eat fufu right now. Okay, let me cover it for like 4 more minutes. Then it's done. Okay guys, this is our fufu after 15 minutes. Really the right consistency. Good, I got it right this time. Look at me. English. Yeah. Now, the fufu is ready. Ready. Okay guys, this is our final product. Fufu and ERU. ERU and fufu. The best ERU you will ever make if you try this recipe. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like and share with your friends and family. Thank you guys. Bye.